this you currently struggling with the Korean heat this summer, not knowing how to enjoy it or what to do in this heat? Fret not, I'll give you some of my tips. First things first, turn on the AC. We do not need to be melting indoors, so I highly recommend making the most of it. Second step, wearing SPF before you head outside. You need to protect yourself from the UV rays, and this one's my favorite. Now, to tackle the sun. As you can see, it gets very hot this summer, so I always have my sunglasses and this very handy UV umbrella. It protects me from the harmful UV rays whilst keeping me cool as well. So I highly recommend you get one. I got this one from Daiso very cheaply for about 5,000 won. Next, I use this fan that I also got from Daiso for about 5,000 won. It is so handy for those days where you just cannot cope with the heat. So make sure you grab one and keep it charged. It does last quite a while. You can also find these water fountains dotted all over the city. I see many of my students just run into them to cool down. If you're brave enough, I say go ahead. You can also find these little benches by traffic lights with an umbrella to keep you in the shade whilst you wait for the lights to turn. Make the most of them. Now for the sweet portion of this video. You can find yourself in one of these 24-hour snack shops that are unmanned. They are filled with ice creams, cookies, chips, drinks, you name it, full of snacks, and they are very budget friendly too. So I say make the absolute most of it. I always spend a good portion of time in here because there's just so much choice. Today I opted for one of these. It is one of my absolute favorite ice cream snacks. It has some red bean and dok, which is Korean rice cake in, and it's just absolutely delicious. There is also a selection of sodas that you can grab from here. There's so much to choose from here, so honestly, take your time and take your pick. After you grab your snack, make sure to pay at the self-service checkout. Another way to cope with the summer heat in Korea is to grab yourself an ice cold drink from the convenience store. They have so many different pouch options for flavors, and then you just grab an ice cup. But after a while, I decided to go back to the 24-hour snack shop and grab myself a mango ice cream. It was only 600 won and it was delicious. It wasn't super sweet, so it kind of gave an illusion of being healthy, which is a bonus. Next, grab a friend and go and get yourself some bingsu, which is Korean shaved ice cream. It's absolutely delicious, but the portions are huge, so I highly recommend you bring a friend or two, or none, it's up to you. Next up, one of the great things about summer is all of the festivals taking place in Korea all over the country. This one was S2O's Seoul. It was my absolute favorite festival I've ever been to. We were drenched the entire time and could not have been happier and cooler. I honestly cannot recommend it enough. Now let's head to the beach. Korea is full of beautiful beaches from Busan to Sokcho to Yangyang. The choices are pretty much endless, so just pick somewhere on the map, take a bus or a train, and go have some fun in the sun this summer. I can't recommend it enough. On the indoor pool vibe this summer, I recommend heading down to Incheon to go to Paradise City. This place was featured in the Korean dating show Singles Inferno, and it's so cool. So many different types of pool. This one had an LED screen that changed different views from sunset to sunrise to even a floating whale. So much fun. Plus it has a slide. Now let's head to the Han River to have some chicken and beer with friends during sunset. The views are fantastic, and you can also head to Bampo to see the biggest fountain light show in the world. They play some music and it's just such a fun vibe. And that's how I enjoy summer in Korea. I hope you got some good tips from this, and stay safe and have fun this summer.